down by the microphone. So happy rainy Monday morning. And it made me think about balance. We need a balance of rain and sunshine, and we can take that throughout all aspects of our life. We need balance. Too much of anything is not a good thing. And sometimes we need more in certain situations than we do in other situations. So we have to be very flexible, right, with our energy. So today we're going to work with some fun, unexpected kind of balance poses, balance challenges. And we'll play a little in each of those. Know that even if you're struggling and wobbling, that's a good thing. That's when all of those new connections in the brain start to develop. Posture is very important. Alignment is very important for balance. Balance and agility is very important to prevent falls. And falls can be devastating, especially as we get older. So join me on the mat and we'll start our warm-up. I'm gonna check real quick, make sure I am live. Looks like I am, okay. Alrighty, we're gonna start out on our backs. A strap would be helpful, a couple of blocks will be helpful as we get further down into the practice. We're gonna do a little warrior 3 and even try a little half moon balance. And that one, I always say I'm gonna work hard on that one, and I just avoid that one because that one's hard for me. So reach long, let's stretch and feel into this. And as you exhale, draw the knees into the chest, do a little circling through the hips. And go the other direction. And then reach long again. Nice long stretch, legs and heels. Push through the heels like you're trying to stomp on the wall across the room. And reach through the fingertips like you're trying to touch the other wall or whatever's on either end of you. Now draw just your right knee in. And do circling through the right ankle. Go one way. And then the other. And if you're like me, a little pops and cracks. And then inhale, long stretch. You can even flip your palms. Start to wake up the wrists and the fingers and the hands. And exhale, left knee in. Do some circling through the left ankle. And then the other direction. Now draw both knees in and let's bring the feet together. But keep the toes separated. Let's do some fists and spread the toes wide. So just my heels are touching fists. Spread the toes wide. 3 more each way. You can start to push into those upper thighs. As you work the toes, you'll open up through the inner thighs. And then hands together, flip the palms, reach long. And if you have a strap, grab it. I'm gonna lace it around the sole of my right foot. And if you don't have a strap, just use your hands. You can take your hands behind your thighs or up behind your calf. And if you have the strap, let's massage the sole of the foot. So wake up those nerve endings on the soles of the feet that will help send accurate messages to the brain to tell the brain where you're at in space, to help you balance. And push through the heel, come to stillness. Start to stretch through the hamstring. Sometimes it feels good to hold this stretch, and other times, especially first thing in the morning for me, it feels good to kind of bend a bit and then press into it. Sense that stretch, hamstrings waking up. Now gather the straps in the right hand. Take your left hand to the top of your left hip to keep that hip down as you guide the right leg open. Again, if you don't have a strap, just use your hand. Now turn your gaze to the left. And we're still pushing through the heels. So both legs are active, even that left leg on the ground. And inhale, come back up. Switch the grip, switch the hand. Now my straps are in my left hand. Let's bring the right arm out here onto the floor and slowly guide the right leg across the body to the left. Take the gaze to the right. I always like to play a little bit with the straps, and swinging my leg around, finding some stretches, finding sensation. And then come back up to center, and we'll switch. Draw the left foot up next to the right. Now extend the right leg long. If that hurts your back, feel free to bend the knee, but push through the heel, and we'll massage the sole of the left foot. And gather the straps, both ends of the strap in the left hand. Take the right hand to the thigh and open the leg to the left. Take the gaze to the right. And then back to center, and we'll switch sides. Drawing the leg across the body. And then playing a little bit, moving, using that strap. Kind of swing the leg gently and feel some places that say, oh, I'm a little tight, stay there, help me stretch. And come back to center. Let's take the strap off and lay it to the side. Now we're going to reach long and roll over onto the right side. And keep your head on your arm. Draw the left heel up towards your bottom, reach back towards the heel, grab your ankle, and then push the knee away. You can flex that right foot too. We're still trying to stomp the heel on the wall across the room. Open up through the left chest. Now this is the first of the balance challenges we'll do, and this may not feel like much of a challenge, so let's push the envelope a little and close our eyes. We take the visual cues away. And let's come to a fallen tree. So that first one was fallen dancer. Now bring the sole of the foot to the inner thigh. And again, this might be a challenge for you, it might not. And if it's not, start pushing the envelope. And bring your fingers in front of you if you need to. Maybe you take your hand to your hip. Maybe you swing your arm overhead. And breathe. Now lift your head and cradle your head in your right hand. We did this one on Friday. Draw the knee up towards the armpit, and maybe this is where you stay. You can keep the leg long for more of a balance challenge, or you can bend that bottom knee. Reach down for the big toe, or maybe the back of the calf. I'm going to stretch the leg, and once you get here, see if you can straighten that leg if you bent it to bring a little more stability. Close your eyes. That's another way to challenge the balance. So all these wobbles, it's stabilizer muscles working, which is a good thing, but all that communication between the brain and the stabilizer muscles. You're developing a good foundation for balance, for agility. And then release. Come to the back again. Reach long. And we'll do the second side. So you just roll over onto your left. I'm going to turn so I can see the computer up here. I'm going to roll to my left. Resting my head on my arm. And then fallen dancer. Draw the heel up. Open through the chest, and then try to really get razor thin on the right side. But flex the foot, push through the heel. Feel the stretch in the right quad. And then fallen tree. So we're going to bring the sole of the foot to the inside of the leg. And then challenge. Hand to hip. Maybe hand overhead. And perhaps remember what it was like on the other side and compare. Balance is often very different one side to the other. Now cradle the head in the left hand. Draw the left knee up. And as you set up for this, feel free to bend the right knee. Little kickstand down there. Grab your big toe or behind your calf muscle, behind your thigh. And once you get here, see if you can work to make this harder. Be grateful for all those stabilizers and all that communication that's going on. All those little split-second changes to keep you balanced. Again, you can close your eyes. And then release. And meet me in table. So press up to all fours. Knees under hips, wrists under shoulders, fingers spread wide. Let's do a few cat-cow. Now wave like ripple through the spine. Remember, each one of those vertebrae can and should move independently, and that brings stability to our balance, posture. So give the brain a chance to remember how to move each one of those. Then come to stillness. Let's come into bird dog. So right leg back, press through the heel. Keep the hips square. Got a frog in my throat. Reach out with the left arm now, thumb up. Bring your gaze down to the mat, and maybe you even close your eyes here. Now open the eyes, keep the arms and legs where they're at, except lift the left shin and the left foot. Now you're balancing on your right hand and your left knee. Get ready to wobble and breathe. And then back to table. And we'll take the second side, left foot back, lift it, keep the hips square. Reach out with the right hand, thumb up. Play here a little bit with eyes closed. And maybe you want to keep your eyes closed as you lift the right shin and right foot. Be ready to wobble. Keep breathing. And then back to table. Let's do some circling through the hips. And go the other way. And come down on the forearms and let's wiggle the wrists and the fingers. We've got some more to do on the hands and knees, and wrists can get a little touchy. We're going to thread the needle, which is a familiar pose, but there's a little challenge added to that one today. I want you to take your left arm out, shoulder height, and then reach up. Reach way up there to the sky. Swing that arm behind the right. We're going to come down to our threading the needle. Surround the left shoulder. This is familiar. Now bend the left arm and bring the right hand on top of it. So Anjali Mudra. So already we've changed things up a little. We challenged the balance. Now I want you to extend the right leg back. And come onto the ball of the foot. And then maybe you lift that leg. Now you're balancing on your left shin, really just the left side of the body. So the weight should be in the hip. Now see if you can externally rotate that top leg a little so the hips are more stacked, bringing a little more challenge to the balance. Push through the heel and breathe. If you tumble out of this, just laugh and come back. And then we'll unwind. And as we unwind our threaded needle, let's reach up again and come back. Second side, right arm out and then way up. Thread the needle. Bring that shoulder down, side of the head down, shift the weight back. Bend the right arm and bring the left hand on top. Now reach back with the left leg. And maybe that's where you stay. Or maybe you lift the left leg. Keep breathing. Keep pushing those hands together. And maybe externally rotate the back leg, pointing the toes towards the sky, or at least heading in that direction. Feel those wobbles. And then let's come out of it. Swing your arm up and down. Let's tuck our toes and come into downward facing dog. It's our first down dog. Let's wiggle and squirm. Plant your feet under your hips. Bend your knees a lot. Push your belly back there. On your inhale, lift those sit bones straight up. Reach the heels down. And shake your head yes here. And shake your head no. Close your eyes. Even in this shape, closing the eyes brings an additional challenge to the brain to keep you balanced. Now walk your feet wide and step the feet forward just a bit. So you've got a shorter down dog. Let's twist this. Bring the left arm under the body across to the right shin. Pull. Close your eyes if you can. And breathe. And unwind, and we'll take the second side. Right arm under the body, reaching to the left shin, pull. And unwind again. We're going to do that one more time each side, but see if you'd like to deepen this, take the left hand, lift the right heel, wrap those fingers to the pinky edge of the right foot. Now push the heel down and feel how that helps you twist this. And once you're here, you can work to straighten the legs a little bit. And then unwind, take the second side. You can always just return to the shin grip or reach over there for the outer foot and twist. And unwind. And step the feet back underneath the hips. Drop the knees. Let's sit back in child's pose. You can keep the knees together or separate. Bring the forehead to something. Stacked fists, a block, or maybe to the mat. I'm going to turn my head. This is when I'm talking right into the mic and it gets really hard to understand me. It gets very distorted. And take 3 more breaths here. Breathe to the back. Maybe you wiggle your fingers, massage the palms. And then come back to table. Set your table up. And then starting with the right shin, I'm going to kickstand the shin. So I'm swinging it out. I'm going to swing over and balance on the right hand, right knee. Left leg's reaching long. Left arm is up nice and high. Maybe you close your eyes here. And then you can keep them closed or open them. Lift that back leg, or it will be your left leg. Push through the heel. Swing your left arm up over your ear. Reach, reach, reach in both directions. A modified side plank. Now draw the left heel up towards the bottom, reach back for the ankle, open through the chest. We've been here before on our side on the mat. Push the knee away. Maybe you close your eyes. And if you wobble or if you fall, just come back. Now let's come out the way we went in, straight. And table, second side. So now kickstand left shin. You're going to balance on left knee, left wrist. Reach up with the right arm. Maybe close your eyes here. Now lift the right leg and swing the right arm up by the ear. Eyes can be open or closed. You find your edge. And push it a bit. Now draw right heel up towards your bottom, reach back for the ankle, open through the right chest. Keep the knee lifted, push it away, and breathe. You can also play with your gaze here. So looking down towards the fingers, or to your left, or maybe even up towards the ceiling. And then come out the way you went in. And back to table. Let's bring our chest down to the mat. And then our chin. And then straighten those legs. Let's do a little back bending. Little baby cobras. How about 5? Inhale up. Exhale down. 4 more. 3 more. Coming up on the inhale and down on the exhale. Last 2. Press your way back to table and right up into down dog. Find your down dog. Now swing your right leg back and up, so 3-legged dog. Now we're going to try, this is a pretty good balance challenge. You may want to take that right hand a little bit wider. We're going to try to lift the left. Just touch and go. Maybe you reach a point you can reach the left arm out. Just play here. Find places to place that left hand. About 3 more breaths. And if you come out, come back. And then back to down dog. Let's take the second side. So this time, the left hand may want to come back or out to the side a little more. And then the right hand, play with it. Maybe it's just a touch and go. Maybe you can find a new home for that hand while you balance. 3 more breaths here. And if you stumble out, come back. And then down. Now let's bring the gaze forward and we're going to walk that tightrope to the top of the mat. Plant the feet under the hips. Bend the knees a lot. And then belly comes down first, then the ribs. And then the head hangs. Let's grab opposite elbows and sway. And even here, maybe close the eyes. Now drop the hands towards your mat. Pull the feet away from each other. Swing your arms out and up. And exhale the hands home to the heart. Pause here with the eyes closed. And maybe you sway a bit with the eyes closed. So the best way to challenge agility and balance is in an unstable but controlled situation. So we're controlled. We know where we're at, but we're moving into some instability, challenging the mind. And then come to stillness. See if you can find that balance. And bring your arms down to the sides. Inhale, swing your arms up. See if you can keep your eyes closed through this sun breath. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Pull your feet away from each other. Swing your arms out and up. And exhale, the hands home to the heart. Let's do 2 more of those with the eyes closed. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift halfway. And fold. Swing the arms out and up. And exhale, the hands home to the heart. One more time. Notice how quickly your mind learns. Sometimes the balance can be very challenging, but if you keep at it, your brain figures it all out. And keep your arms up. Let's do a little side bending here. You can keep your eyes closed or open. So a little movement through the side body. 1 more each side. And then inhale up and exhale the arms down. Let's move on. Inhale up and exhale, fold. As you inhale, lift halfway, step back with the right foot. We're going to come into Warrior 1. Make sure your blocks, if you have them, are at the top of your mat. And rise up. Swing your arms up by your ears. And close your eyes here. Breathe. As you exhale, push those fingers forward so it's like paint brushes. So we're going to paint. We're gonna fold forward, reach back up. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold. Let's do 3 more of these. This is the last one for me. Now bring your hands to heart and come to the ball of the foot in the back. We're going to start hopping forward and come into Warrior 3. So you can use those blocks down there if you like. To get set up. And maybe lift airplane arms. Arms by the ears, hands to the heart. Arms by the hips, you decide. And then the dismount is Warrior 1, so back to Warrior 1. Swing the arms up by the ears. Fold forward, frame the foot. Step back and down dog. Now lift the right leg back and up. Shift forward into a 3-legged plank. Back and up and down dog. 3-legged plank. 3-legged dog. Now walk your right hand a little further out and give this a shot. See if you can lift the left so it's like bird dog, but we're in a plank. And then down dog. Another challenge. Look forward, walk the tightrope to the top. On your inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Pull the feet away from each other, inhale up. And exhale, the hands to the heart. Second side, inhale. And exhale. Boy, it's still really raining out there. Inhale, lift halfway. Warrior one, left foot back. Rise up, arms by the ears. Try closing the eyes. See what happens. And then as you exhale, let's paintbrush out those hands back and up. Inhale up, 4 more. Last one. Now hands to heart, come onto the ball of the foot in the back. Now we're going to lift up and balance on the right leg. If you want to reach down for those blocks, feel free. Just try to move into your warrior 3. Breathe. I'm going to dismount warrior 1. Frame the foot, step back and down dog. Lift the left leg back and up. Shift forward, 3-legged plank. 3-legged dog. And plank. 2 more on the second one. We'll try that balance. Try to lift the right hand and the left leg. And maybe it's touch and go with your fingers like me. And then let's bring the knees to the mat. Let's take a wide child's pose. Knees wide. Let's bring the heart to the mat. Turn the head. And let it go. We've been on our wrists a lot, so circle, massage, squeeze. And breathe. Three more breaths, let it go. Doing a little brain yoga today. We're building a lot of strength too, though. These poses are unfamiliar. These balance challenges, so muscles really have to wake up and work. Tuck the toes, find down dog. Let's walk it forward. Lift halfway when you arrive, lengthen through the spine, and fold. Arms out and up. And exhale the hands home to the heart. So this time we're going to try to move from warrior 2 to a half moon pose. So half moon pose is a balance on one leg, but we try to stack shoulders and hips. That's a tough one for me, so I may even fall. I don't know. We'll see. Don't be afraid to fall. Let's inhale up. It's a good challenge. Exhale, fold. So we did kind of a modification on our hands and knees. Inhale, lift halfway with that kickstand. Exhale, fold. Now step back with the right foot. Warrior 2. Externally rotate that back foot. Rise up. Cartwheel the arms open. Warrior 2. And I generally do use a block when I'm stepping forward. Straighten the front leg. And then start to tip forward as you hop forward. Balancing on the left leg. Reach down for a block. It usually helps to have the block forward and off to the left. Once you get your balance, see if you can externally rotate the right leg, stacking the hips. Reach up, stack the shoulders, and breathe. Keep that back leg lifted, press through the heel. Now Bend that knee a bit in the front, rise up, exhale, come down, woo, into warrior two. Cartwheel your arms around. Step back, down dog. And let's walk forward. And take the second side, inhale, lift halfway. And fold. Arms out and up. Hands to heart. So that went pretty good for me on this side. We'll see about second side. Inhale up. And fold. Lift halfway. Step back with the left foot. Warrior two. Externally rotate the back foot. Cartwheel open to warrior two. Now straighten the front leg. Start to hop forward. And find the block or the floor. Once you feel stable there, again, bring the block to the right a bit and a little forward of the shoulder. I'll try to stack the hips, stack the shoulders. Push through that left heel. Keep the leg lifted. Breathe. And then dismount warrior two. Frame the foot. Step back in plank. Let's do a couple more back bends. Chaturanga to the floor. Let's try some high cobra. How about 3? Inhale up. And exhale down. 2 more. Now push back into table. Sit back, massage the wrists. We're going to do just a bit more. So some poses we already did from table, but in a little more challenging way. Find table. And we're going to shift without kickstanding. Let's start with the right. Without kickstanding the right shin. We're going to keep that shin, the knee lined up with the wrist. Reach back. We're coming into a side plank. But we don't have our kickstand under us. And maybe you lift that back leg. Maybe you swing your arm up by your ear. Much more challenging. And if you're really good, you can reach back there and grab your ankle, but I don't think I'll be getting there today. Whew. And come down. All right, second side. So, left knee lines up with left wrist. You're gonna roll over in this modified side plank. And maybe just lift the left shin, left foot. So you've just got those 2 points of balance. Or maybe you try to lift the right leg, swing the right arm up by the ear. And then unwind, come back to table. So we're going to do that one more time, but we're going to do kind of take that to fallen triangle, which is kind of a fun pose, and this is a fun way to get there. So come on to the right wrist, right knee. Reach out there with the left foot. Now I don't know if you can see from the side camera, but I'm on the sole of my foot. So I'm pushing to the pinky toe edge. So I'm coming into a side plank here, lifting my right knee and kicking my right leg out. This is called fallen triangle. Then bring that knee back and come back through table. We'll take the second side, so coming on to the left, reaching back with the right foot, so I'm on the sole of my foot, reaching to the pinky toe edge. Now I lift my left knee, extend that right leg out. You keep the leg lifted if you have that strength, or come to the pinky toe edge. And then unwind. Meet me on your back. I'll do some work on the back. So that's about it for the balance today, but lots of different ways to challenge the balance. Balance is so important. Agility is so important. And it's a use it or lose it kind of thing. So coming to the back, I think I'll come this way. Draw both knees up. Do some circling through the hips. And plant the feet on the mat, hip distance apart. Let's open the right knee to the right. And pause here. Now take a number 4. So right ankle past left thigh. Push the knee away. Just with the legs, push the knee away. And just with the legs, lift the thighs. Bring them towards you. Place fingers behind the left thigh and let's extend long through the left heel. Pushing the right knee away, drawing the left thigh closer. Keep the right ankle flexed, toes drawn towards knee. And while we're here, let's point the left foot, flex the left foot, point and flex. Drop your heel. Keep the legs lifted, but now we're going to cross the knees. So cow face knees. Keep both feet flexed. Arms out in the shape of a T or whatever's comfortable. Let's drop the knees to the left and take your gaze to the right. If keeping the knees crossed is too intense, you can uncross and just stack. Take that right arm up by your ear. Even take the left hand to the right hip and kind of pull the pelvis into a little deeper twist. Now uncross the knees and bring the feet back to the starting point. So on the mat, hip distance apart. Pause to feel, compare left and right. Now we'll take the left side, left knee opens, pause there, feel. Then number 4, just using the muscles of the leg, push the left knee away. Lift the thighs closer. Lace the fingers, extend through the right heel, maybe point and flex. And then drop, cross. So seal those thighs. Keep the feet flexed. Arms out to the sides, gaze goes to the left, knees to the right. Again, if knees crossed is too much, uncross and just stack the knees. Take the right hand to the hip, maybe pull the pelvis to the right. But take the gaze to the left and reach the left arm up by the ear. Uncross the legs. Come back to center. Maybe draw the knees in and do some circling to massage the low back. And then find your way to stillness. We'll rest for a moment with nothing to do but breathe. As you're settling in for Shavasana, notice the back side of the heart facing the earth. Supported by the earth. Feel the earth rise up to support you. Inhale and exhale. I begin to deepen the breath, nothing more. And as the breath begins to move the body, let that movement expand. In whatever way feels best for you today. Slipping back into the physical body. And then in your own way, find your way to a seat. I think it's just going to be a rainy day. That's okay. We need that. Let's inhale, reach up. One more time. Grab some rain. And exhale. Bring your hands to the heart. May you have peaceful thoughts, peaceful words, peaceful heart, and a peaceful world. Namaste. If you go out, enjoy the rain. Thank you.